So giving back to the community is a huge part of our business. And we actually had been doing a lot of community service projects back from, 2000s to, up until 2016, 2017, where I partnered with another friend of mine that owns another pool company. We actually started raising donations for Hurricane Harvey. Ended up going over to Houston and spending about a week and a half over there, kind of seeing the ins and out of how charity things worked, seeing that a lot of charities really don't do what they say they're doing. And we didn't want to be those guys. We wanted to be the guys that were boots on the ground, that, put every, if we raised $1, we put $1.10 back into the event that we were doing. We went over to Texas in 2017. Then we came back, had a bunch of stuff that was left. They weren't taking anything else over there during that time. So we were trying to figure out, hey, what can we do in the community to make a local impact? And that's where the Day of Giving was born. We took all of the extra stuff that we had that was donated to us because we felt we were stewards of those things. And even though we couldn't take them to Hurricane Harvey, we gave them back in the local community. We started in an old firehouse parking lot in the middle of Old Town Peoria. First year, I want to say we had maybe 200 families, probably not even 200 families. We probably had about 200 kids and probably 50 families. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but that's where the Day of Giving was born. Now this year in our, I think, 8th year, we're going to have probably, 10,000 people or more. Last year we did just under 4,000 kids for the event at the Peoria Sports Complex, which is crazy. Those of you that know us or those of you that might not know us, a big part of our business, again, is giving back to the community. And without customer support, without us being able to build these cool projects and have, work for our employees and all that stuff, we wouldn't be able to fund these projects that we do. And that's the heart of our business. I mean, the main heart of our business is it's not, how many pools can we build? How many trees can we put in the ground? How many square feet of pavers can we lay? It's about how many families we can impact and how many kids that we can help and how many kids we can make, have a better experience going back to school, or a teacher that might be starting out that needs some help in the classroom to get going. That's what your project is geared towards. That's what our mission is. It's not about, fancy cars and, airplanes and stuff like that. It's about giving back to the community. So over the last 8 years with the charity side, I mean, as we'd love to have everything perfect, even on the charity side, things aren't always perfect. Even in Hurricane Harvey, we had the first truckload of stuff we sent over got robbed from us by a white supremacist group that was portraying themselves as a needy nonprofit. All the way to 2021 when we were doing buckets and food and all that kind of give backs for COVID. We had some food that came and we didn't know what it was until we unloaded the truck, and it ended up being ice cream and lettuce, which is pretty crazy. But hey, people were in line and we wanted to give them something, and that's all we had to give. And we got some pretty bad flack for that, some death threats. So that wasn't always fun, but hey, you got to put your head down and keep grinding. We also had a couple people that, have come to our events in the past and tried to kind of take more than they should have, or whatever the case may have been, and they got caught for it. We want families that are going to be in need to come and get stuff, but we also don't want people taking advantage of the situation. And I think that's another thing that we've learned. And that's another reason why in business too, we don't want to take advantage of families, and we want to give them what they spend their hard-earned money on. And that's another reason why we kind of tie the charity into what we do.